Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Way to Will, and today we will know about blockchain. There is a huge corruption done under the table, and in this corruption there are huge transactions done of this black money, and the transactions are stored as records in any of the databases. We don't consider this database as reliable. First reason, we don't have access on that database because it's centralized. And the second reason is that the admin of that database can change it anytime. That's why it's not reliable. Now if we have a system which is decentralized, means the authority of that system is not limited to only one person, but the authority is shared with everyone. And secondly, this type of database is difficult to change or modify, or we can say near to impossible. This type of trust can be trusted much more, and this type of system or database we have is blockchain. Blockchain came up in 90s when its research was started, but actually implemented in 2009. In 2009, Satoshi Nakamoto, an anonymous developer, made a Bitcoin with the help of blockchain. Since then, cryptocurrency boom came up in the world. If we understand blockchain in an easy way, for example, a shop have its records on the ledger, which goods we have received and which goods we have delivered to where, and all these records are on the ledger. This blockchain is same like a ledger, and its each single record is a single block. Now blockchain is a chain of blocks, means chain of these records. If we talk about single block, it contains some information or data which is stored in the block. First thing that is stored in the block is relevant information. For example, Bitcoin transaction information, that is transfer of Bitcoin from one person to another person. Separate information is stored in separate blocks. Second thing that is stored in the block is hash, and this hash is like a fingerprint. Like when we enter our biometrics for passport, then we can get the passport from passport office. In the same way, whoever is going to store an information in the block, a unique code or hash is generated for him. Now the third information which is stored in the block is previous block's hash. Means old block's hash is stored in next block, and this block's hash is stored in its next block. This is how chain of blocks is there. The first block of the chain which has no previous block information, we call this block as Genesis block. In this way we can track the history of the blocks. This is how we can track information easily, and we can make information unique, and also tampering with information is difficult. This is why blockchain is so much secure. Number of security layers is implemented in blockchain. For example, if we try to change the information in any block, what will happen first? First thing, whenever we try to change the data in any block, at the same time its hash will be changed. Hash change means that its next block's hash also get invalid hash of previous block, and its next block will also get invalid hash of previous block's hash information, and so on. In this way, whenever the change occurs in the chain anywhere in the blockchain, this leads to invalid or incorrect data in all next blocks. For example, if we say that we can change all blocks hash in the chain, but if you are going to change the hash of all blocks, it will take too much time, as you can't imagine. In Bitcoin, change of one block's hash took at least 10 minutes of time. And for example, if we have 10 million of blocks, then it will take us 200 years of time to change 10 million blocks of hash. Now this time of thing will be implemented by proof of work concept. Proof of work means that you have to prove that at least you have taken this amount of time. That is 10 minutes of time you have to take to make a single change in blockchain. That is 10 minutes of time you have to take to make a single change in blockchain. And the third added layer of security is that everyone in that blockchain network have a copy of that blockchain. That means if you want to change in one copy, you can't, because if you want to make a change in one of your block, you have to share that change update with everyone, and everyone in the network send a vote that whether the change you make is valid or invalid. If the majority of the votes say that it is invalid change, that means you are tampering with the data and your change will be rejected. This type of voting system is called consensus rule in blockchain. And if you want to add a new data or want to add a new block, you have to take at least 10 minutes of time and share that information in blockchain network. And if the majority of the people say that this new change is valid, then it will be added to the blockchain. Now in this way, if you want to harm blockchain, first you have to take too much of time to change hash, and second you have to own more than 50% of majority votes. Nowadays blockchain are in different domains, and the emerging domain nowadays is cryptocurrency. You know about the Bitcoin, whose value in the market is very high right now. What Bitcoin does, it eliminates all those middlemen like banks. For example, if you want to send money from India to USA, first we have to send rupee to bank, and bank then converts rupees into dollars and also charge you some fee and then send your money to USA. Now if I send cryptocurrency, we can send Bitcoin directly and the fee is very low as compared to banks. Like we can send gold as asset to asset transfer. In the same way, Bitcoin is transferred into Bitcoins. We don't need any currency conversion for it. Today Bitcoin is like an asset. Now in real estate, blockchain is also used in that sector. Like notary is done with the help of this blockchain, means all buying and selling records of real estate are stored in blockchain, and this way we can track down all history of that particular property of real estate. Third, we can use blockchain in hospitals where patients' records are stored in blockchain and the doctors can access relevant information, and also patients' records are secured. Blockchain can be used in different sectors like projects, startups, research and business. We can use blockchain from scratch with the help of any programming language, or we can use existing type of blockchain that can be used with the help of code. Now we can also use smart contract thing in blockchain. Smart contracts are like real contracts which is in the digital form. In easy language we can say it's like a code which defines how we can send or receive data. We can put a data in the blockchain and then whatever data will be transferred will have to pass through this code or algorithm. Now Ethereum name of blockchain which is very popular, and we can use this with the help of social contract, and we have a Solidity language for this thing. We can learn this language and it's very easy language, and if you have learned any basic programming then this language is very easy for you to learn, and you can implement it on Ethereum and you can use it for your application with blockchain. I hope you find this video informative. If you like this video, please share, subscribe and like my channel. Thanks for watching.